Let's go!
Let's go! Welcome in, Monster. Happy Friday! Whoa. I just looked outside, the little... I have, like, inverted sky. Like, the sky that I can see is mostly clouds, so the non-clouded area looks like a cloud. It's very trippy. Yes, it is an Friday, and we made it through another week. This needs to be up here. What? Excuse you. There we go. Seems to be like here-ish. That's probably good. Unless I can just have it be in the middle. And then it'll expand as needed. Let's test that. What the? Why are you in a scroll container? You're not in a scroll container. What the fuck is going on? Now wait just a gosh darn minute here. What the fuck is going on? I've never seen that behavior in my fucking life. Apartment has a washer and dryer now? Oh, shit! What an upgrade. I'm hoping when we move back into an apartment, I'm hoping we can find one that has washer and dryer built in. That would be so nice. In unit. Like, communal is like, it's better than nothing, but man. In unit washer dryer is, that shit is aces. That's the bougie shit, dude. Okay, why the fuck is this doing this? How do I make you not do that? Brooke, welcome in. Happy Friday. How do I make you 600? Let's see if I have that like there. Yeah, that's perfect. Have that at like 120. Yeah, there we go. And then you. And now I shouldn't have to worry. Why? What are you fucking talking about? The fuck is going on? Okay, I guess you have to also have the minimum size set correctly. Let's have you also do 600. Will that work? Okay, great. Now, I need you to be centered. Oh, here it is. Scroll active. I didn't know Rich Text Label had that. Okay, that's handy. We don't need that here. What I need... Center. Aha! Perfect. Now I need you to not be that wide. You need to be like... Yeah, nice square, so we can have... character portraits on either side. Let's have... I guess vert image will work. I don't know if that's the move. I think I need to... No. I'll use this for now. It should be simple to change later. Okay, you're probably a little big. 0.6. I think that will be perfect. And this is going to be cut off by the dialogue box. So I do need to have a little bit of leeway here. I know. Just put a node right here. What is your position? 127, 496. Oh, that's surprisingly clean. Okay, let's do 128, 496. Or just 13500. I'm not a fucking binary. $130. What was it, 500? Yeah, that's probably good. This is position of character left. Then duplicate that. Position of character on the right. 130. I'm probably gonna have to change that. The width is 1280. No, that's easy to remember. So you would go, what, 1150? $11.50. Yeah, that looks right. -1 on the X scale. We'll change that to a different character just so it doesn't look as wacky while editing. We're gonna need and square. Polygon. We want this to be ahead of the characters, but not these. So these need to go down here. Poly background. You can just call that center container. So have this be 640. Let's see, that -200's looking pretty good. What's -300 look like? All the way out there? Let's get a little bit more. -4. That's probably a little too much. I could adjust the gradient. Yeah, 400 works. -10. Side, welcome in. Happy Friday. Congrats on making it through another week. How is it hanging? Let's see, 720, so 730. So this is 800 wide, so give me not this. Give me a gradient texture. We're gonna have this be I'm gonna keep it nice and divisible, so it'll play nice with the texture handler. 800 wide, so the closest one would be 1024? Yeah. 1024. I feel like there's gotta be a smarter way to do this UV shit and have it like auto UV. But I don't know how to do it, so it's fucking, it is what it is. So 00, and then this goes to 1024. Also, I feel like there should be an option to make this be in UV space and not in pixel space, because that's what I'm really used to dealing with whenever, you know, we're in a thing that says fucking UV on it. It's almost always a 0 to 1 spectrum, not according to how many pixels the texture is. That's super weird. This goes from 1024 to 64. This is 064. Now, let's make a little magic happen here. Oh wait, I want this like this. I need... Hang on. Which color? I want the dark blue. So that would be... it's in here somewhere. I should just write this fucking color down. I gotta stop hunting for this thing, so we're gonna fix that right now. I'm trying to get into the habit of when an idea comes to mind of something that I should do that is a best practice, I should just do it. I just do it as soon as it comes to mind. Which is why this de-spaghettification stream is happening, because I'm looking back at a lot of those moments I've had, and I'm like, okay, time to repay a little bit of technical debt. First, I need to find the dialog box should have it. I'm gonna grab this color. I just gonna put this here. Constant, custom color, dark blue. Which we'll definitely need to categorize these a little bit better later, but this will do for now. So now, I can just go in here and grab it here, instead of looking for a UI element that has it. Okay. How does this look? I think that is actually perfect. That's crazy. Now, we need a little bit of modulation. To 200 will probably do it. Okay, we have our title. We have our rich text, which should just be a label. I just don't feel like fixing it. We'll do flavor text. And then how do I want to frame this? Yeah, that'll do. Does this have the correct font? Hmm. I think it does. I think, yeah, no, that's the font. Okay. Oh, out of hydration. Okay. Yeah, I should hydrate. Okay. I'm talking about capitalizing on best practices as soon as I think of them. I'm gonna refill my drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so this looks good. This is alert character event. Does it need to specifically be a character event? It could just be an event. Because this would be the same format that I use for, like, anything happening during a run. Okay. So we'll do run event. Your name needs to be changed to run event. Choice menu is an extension of a list menu. List menu is an extension of control. Okay, so I can just have it be an control. Alert, run event. We're gonna need some variables. I don't think we'll ever need to mess with the actual root position, so I just need sprite left and sprite right. Okay. Unready sprite left, which is a... Oh. Need to declare it's a variable. Sprite left. So sprite 2D. Image under character left. And then do the same thing for the right side. We will also need the poly background, because I'll need to modulate the transparency. We'll need the title. I should be more consistent with my naming. And we'll need the body text. Yes, I could do, yeah, body text. Which is a rich label. You are a label. You are a polygon. Okay, it's everything that I can think of for now. Oh. No. I don't need a tween for this. I can just do it manually. So SPRL dot position dot X. Let's do this. Our distance, which is float. We'll have that be like 100. That should be enough for the effect to be visible. Equals distance. And then sprite right. We're going to have that be negative distance, so they're going towards the center of the screen and then pull away to their home positions. Our lerp float equal to 0.3. Position dot X equals lerp. Oh, you know what? Position dot lerp. Does this returns the result of the linear interpolation? It does not actually perform the interpolation on the vector itself, which makes sense. You don't want your functions to be destructive. Equals L dot position dot lerp to the homie vector by lerp. We do the same thing with the right side. Oh, the transparency. Okay. Modulate.a is 0. L dot modulate dot a lerp SPR L dot modulate A from that to 1 at lerp speed. And then for R, we can just set that to L's, since they're going to match anyways. Okay, now they slide in from the center and they fade in. That's really all I need them to do. We're going to have a little bit of a timer, so you can't mash through it. We'll have it be like half a second long. Timer float equal to 0.5. If timer is greater than 0, timer plus equals negative delta, and then otherwise, if input dot is action just pressed, then we just free. Okay. So that should work. I can just like spawn it. That'll be good as a test. And there's some other stuff that I need to fix as well. The dialog box, there's only ever going to be one dialog box because it's like a framing UI element. So I need to have there be one instance and put it in the global scope instead of having multiple of them in different fucking rooms. It's very suboptimal. So that's definitely going to break some things. So we'll just fix them as we find them. Debug screen. Yeah, we need that. Polycover. Polycover is also going to go because that's going to become part of the dialog box. Stage select. UI combat status. Okay. UI combat status. You just need to be, ideally, not here. Everything else stays. So we're going to go ahead and take you out. And we need to put that in the global scope. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, so global can have children. That's great. I'll just put it in here then. That's perfect. Idea box. Box equals UI dialog box new. And dialog box needs a screen cover. That is not. There we go. That's what I wanted. Status image. Status image we should probably hide by default. Same with name upper and lower. We'll have combat turn those back on. I can probably get rid of this UI reference now. We need one more polygon. Poly cover. We'll give ourselves a little bit of a buffer. So this would be 1290. Okay, maybe we do -20 so we can get nice round numbers. This would be 1300. And then this would be divided by 720, so it's 740. And that would be... We probably want that to be that dark blue. But you are going to be at 0 by default. Which means we are definitely going to need a tween for the color. Or for the transparency. Or tween... Tween cover. Start at 0 and you stay at 0. The float is 0.2 by default, so you don't need to specify that. Okay. We've got that. We have the rear cover. So there's some stuff that I need to take the rear cover off of. The choice menus in particular. Not this one, apparently. Okay. Oh, this is the button, not the menu. This menu... Where the fuck? Oh, it's choice menu. Okay, we don't need this reference. We don't need the color rectangle. There we go. Okay, so the thing to do at this point is to just run the game and see what breaks. PolyBG.position. Ah, yes. What? Wait, what? Poly background. New idea box. You're right there. What are you talking about? You're right there. Am I reading this right? Yeah, the best part. The shit is happening. In global, dbox equals dbox.new. Ah, haha. I know what's happening here. I did the fucking stupid. I did the stupid. It's back. This shit gets me every fucking time. So, what I did was I instantiated a class instead of an object. So this UI diabox is this is a scene. The class is just the logic for the scene. So I essentially summoned a brain without a body, and it panicked because it didn't have a body, obviously. Because if you spawned without a body, you'd be pretty fucking panicked too. So what I'm supposed to actually do is load. Because I have to actually load resources and shit for this. It's not just code. And I always forget that I need to do that. I'm always just like doing .new on full scenes that have full resources and shit. It gets me every time, dude. That shit drove me up a fucking wall the first time I made that mistake, because I was like, what is possibly going wrong? Everything is spelled correctly. I thought I was being gaslit. It might be a little bit hard to see, but you can see we have diabox.tscene, which is the scene with all the resources in it, and diabox.gd, which is just the code. The top one was what I was loading, and then later on I was telling it, oh yeah, use these resources that you don't have. Use these resources that you don't have is a great analogy for just the modern industry. Which industry? Doesn't matter. Pick your favorite. What's everybody's favorite industry? Okay, let's try that again. Oh my god, it didn't crash. I was really expecting it to be like, hey, there's no fucking dialogue box here. Because combat definitely... Yeah, combat is already complaining. Uh-oh. I'm sure that's going to be a problem. As soon as I... Can I, like... Okay, let's go to the checkpoint. Oh, right, because the checkpoint has its own dialogue box. That's part of the thing I was trying to fix. How far in this can I go? Oh, shit. Okay, this menu straight up still works. That's great. Been on a VPN server. Twitch didn't like this whole time. Ah, the classic. Yep, you've done it again. You need to just, like, you gotta whitelist Twitch on the, like, split tunnel Twitch off of the VPN entirely. That'll probably fix it. Yeah, we got menu working. Like, this menu is fully functional, I'm pretty sure. I haven't tested it in combat yet, but I'm almost certain that it just straight up works. So you can change the parts. It's not like, okay, I guess it's not fully functional because it doesn't display the stats. That is technically a function of an equipment menu. But like, in terms of managing the equipment, you can. You know if you can do that for specific websites? Oh, that's a good point. What if, is there a desktop app for Twitch? Because if you could do that, then you could split off just the app. Or you could use a specific web browser just for Twitch and then split tunnel that. Yeah, you can equip things and they actually get equipped. There's no visual representation of like armor. So the visual representation I'm going to need is like a health bar, since the health bar will be persistent per item between stages. But the weapons get visually represented, so that's real cool. We'll put the big stuff on Foul. Sorry, on Witchy. And then the weapons, you can actually see it changes. And you can see we have two one-handed weapons equipped. First of all, you cannot unequip your main weapon because some of the game's logic requires you to have at least one weapon equipped. So I just made it so you're not allowed to unequip your main weapon. You can switch it for anything, but you cannot unequip it. And if we equip a two-handed weapon, as you can see, now both of the knuckles are in the inventory. It has been successfully unequipped from the offhand, and all of the possible things you can equip here are grayed out because you're using a two-handed weapon, so you cannot have a weapon in your offhand. I can mash enter, nothing will happen. And if I unequip that, you can see this two-handed axe does not appear in the offhanded menu because you can't have a two-handed weapon in your offhand. But we'll put the knuckles back on because Witchy's kit builds off of knuckles a lot more than axes. As you can see, you got your vernier weapons, and you can also unequip these. Let's do double chain gun. Double chain gun, double knuckle. We'll switch into the same thing for Brea, and it all remains updated. So theoretically, if I go into the next stage, they will have this equipment. That functionality is not in yet. So we're gonna restart this and go into a battle state. Wait! No, I need to just take the dialog box out of the checkpoint menu. Where is that? You! Get out of here. Which means we can't use this. Global. Okay, that was apparently the only... That was the only place that was used? Okay, great. So if I go back in... Checkpoint should not crash. Oh, but it did, though. I'll take care of that. Okay, what about now? Okay! Oh no! Okay, what about now? Yeah, it's great. Oh, I gotta... shit. I gotta fix the placement of the text box. I forgot I did that. I should just make, like, two of them. Let's do that. Okay, label description, and then we need label description wide. So make a copy of this. Label description wide. And this one goes like back here. That looks good. That'd be a firm 1,000. And then in both of these menus, I have to fix this. Oh, I have to go to dialog box and add it as a variable. Desk wide. I have an idea. What if you were inherited? So now any positioning and modulation will be shared. So I don't need to add a bunch of code to hide the wide text box when the regular text box gets hidden. Genius. Desk wide. Yeah, hit him with the brain blast. And then we do the same thing here. Okay. Okay. It's working. It's working. We're gaming. Huge. And we can back out of the menu. That's also huge. And then nothing else here works. I can click that and then nothing happens. And just fucking and now I'm stuck. Wait a minute. I can still navigate that menu. It's just invisible. Okay, if I do this, that's funny. That's something that I will never need to think about because that's not a thing that can normally happen. Okay. Hmm. From here, yes, I do need to go into combat and see what breaks. Yes. Anytime dialogue box is mentioned, let's find all of them. I guess realistically, I don't actually need to change that. I can just change it here. Global dot dialogbox. And that's UI combat status, so none of those need to be changed. This is all in global. Okay, I think that will work. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think that just works. Ooh, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I think it's just the portrait that's missing. I thought there was more wrong with this, but I think it's fine actually. We just need to What are you fucking complaining about this time? Node not found. In K-Flyer. Yeah, it's because it doesn't fucking have one, dude. What are you talking about? How do I... Let's see. Hmm. I know. Says you can't wait to see more. Hell yeah. Yeah, I do think it's I think it's coming along quite well. We're so close to having like a loop where I can go through a full first act, because the basics of it is you have battle stages and you have the checkpoint where you can manage your equipment and shit. And once I can already do a full combat stage and then move to the next stage. Once I make it so that I can leave the checkpoint and move to the next stage, then you can go back and forth, and I got the whole map. I got the whole map mapped out for the tutorial area. So we're having a breakthrough moment. I guess I should just check if the thing has the note. Wait. And that means I should do this. Var node path string. I probably do like that. Just some random shit that I would never name shit. Though who knows what that'll break. Um I'll leave it as blank. And then we'll just add an extra edge case for that. We'll put it we'll put this here. Point equals model dot get node, and then node path. So if node path is not equal to empty string and the model actually has the node, has node path, path. Oh, I fucked it. Whoops. Hang on. I need to. Ah, shit. I accidentally overwrote the actual path on each of those. Silly me. Okay. That should still work just fine. When combat starts, I need to unhide the names and shit. The sprite shit. Where is it? Status image, name upper, and name lower. So we have status image. Oh, you know what? Ooh, this may be slightly annoying, but what I can do is make a node, put it right here. This is portrait, I guess. Corner info. What would I call this? thumbnail. Yeah, that'll do. It gets the point across. And then instead of hiding all three of these, since you would never have, you know, they're kind of a package deal, so just slide them all in here. And that does mean I'm gonna have to update some of these. Unready var thumb. So node 2D is equal to thumbnail. So status image. That now goes in there. Poly name upper. Name lower, upper, poly body. Wait. Poly name upper and name lower dot position. Don't we have that? Does this get used anywhere? Oh, I see. Okay, that's a separate thing. Gotcha. I don't know why I made it like that, but I'm not going to touch it because it works. We Bethesda in this bitch. I say as I've named the whole stream after trying to like undo that, but you know, exceptions to every rule and whatnot. Okay, so we hide this by default, and then when combat start stage. UI dot what's going on here? UI dot combat status. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. We'll just do this. Global dot dbox dot thumb dot visible equals true, and then we're gonna set it to false when we go into a checkpoint. Thumb dot visible equals false. Okay. There we go. I need to fix this act menu. It should not be like this. Because it doesn't need to be that wide. Let's see. List menu. Why are you like this? You don't have a minimum size. Minimum size of 300. Or sorry, 400. Okay, what if? Okay, I need to see what I need to fix. Can I do this like 1,000? Okay, so they do get... It does get reflected here. Okay, so I just need to find what in here... Maybe it's this. In size 300, 200. 200? Okay, but you need to expand. Hmm. No, that doesn't do it. Hmm. Okay. Okay. That fixed it. We're good. I don't think that needs to be that wide though. 300? I guess I can leave it at 400 for now and we'll fucking see. Actually, wait. If I set it to 500 and then shrink it down to 400. Okay. Okay, so that's not affected by anything at this point. That's 300. That doesn't have one. That doesn't have one. That's 100. So we got to worry about that. So now I need to go back into the list menu. $200. Okay. Okay, so this is... This is a bit annoying, actually. I don't want... Let's see. Disabled. There we go. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Okay, I don't want it to be a scroll bar horizontally. Just at all. Okay, I just need to blow these guys up. I also need to fix that. That's a bit awkward. Also, why is this... Was this always upper left like this? Maybe it was. No, I think it was. That's also something I need to fix. Just you fucking wait until I can get the line up for the Gatling cannon. You're cooked. There we go. That probably needs to be tuned a little bit. Okay, all right. This was also something that needed to be fixed. I need to set the... I need to set the cover. The dialogue box cover. So let's see. When that's whenever firing squad. Yeah. That's whenever an alert comes up, you're gonna want to dim the screen, as it were. That also means combat has a screen dim that I need to remove. Yeah, we don't want this. This is handled by the dialog box, so you can go away. And any mention of poly cover is gonna need to go. Poly cover. So that goes away. So this would be global.gearbox.tweencover.end equals 0. And this doesn't need to be here. Okay. Any other? No, that's okay. That's everything. Polycover, tweencover.current, which means we can get rid of tweencover as well. Where's that at? Tweencover. You can go. Just need to get rid of this here. Gearbox dot tweencover dot end equals 0. Which means we don't need this. Okay, that should be taken care of. Any other mentions of tween cover? Do I win? Yep. Okay, so this would be under Gearbox instead. That's in Gearbox, that's fine, that's fine. And then here. Okay. So now that should be good. And global? New alert. Okay, not there. Delay. And then here, global. Oh, wait. I'm in global, so I don't gotta do that. Dbox.tweencover.end equals what, 0.8? It'll probably do the trick. Close alert. Dbox.tweencover.end 0. Okay, let's try this again. Oh man, it don't got the hops. It's stranded. That is something I need to fix. They need, in fact, I should fix that right now. Enemies should spawn with, like, good enough legs to jump. Especially one that can fucking fly. In fact, I should add a flying property. But that's a little bit more complicated. That's not a spur of the moment kind of addition. So that would be... Where is combat unit? Combat unit. When you initialize loadout, when do you set your fucking limb level? Yeah, when does level body, when does that get set? Never, apparently. Okay, cool. At least you can make it so things can jump down even if they don't have the jump stat to jump up. No. Only, I see the logic. The only reason I won't do that is because I'm lazy. And that that requires more code. Because then you would need a separate check to see if the value is positive or negative. Well, no, I guess it would just be one check, because then it would just be like, is it fucking... You're only checking greater than instead of, like, greater than or less than. So I guess it would still be one check. But my other defense against having to do that is that's not how Front Mission did it. So I won't. I won't because the game that I like didn't. Self-aware king. Listen, I will be the first one to poke holes in my own defense. You haven't played Front Mission? It's real good. Well, 3 specifically is real good. I don't dislike the other titles, but 3 is like the clear standout fucking best game in the series. Okay, so these are not automatically set anywhere. So for now, I can just be like, when you initialize, if you're an enemy, set your shit to 1. So you get better defenses. Exactly. Yeah, I try to introspect. If team bod plus equals 1. And arm and leg. So now they can jump. Okay. Yeah, now they can jump like nobody's business. Easy peasy. Like they're supposed to be able to. Oh, and they have effective range now because they have leveled up arms too. I wasn't even thinking about that. I forgot I even programmed that in. As you can see, line of sight is in play. We're shooting over this waist-high cover, so they got a little bit of obstruction to block the bullets. It's not going to stop them from dying. Well, it saved one of them barely. What? Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm trying to think about why it didn't show. It has something to do with visibility inheritance. I just know it. I don't know why I stopped the game. I should have just paused it and then looked at what was going on. So we're gonna go back in, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Why are you not showing? What's going on here? Global, Diabox. So you are visible. I think I know what's happening. I'm silly. I'm silly. I'm a goofball. I've been diagnosed with silly. Diabox dot polycom. Excuse me. Did I not? Oh my god. I bet I didn't. I bet I didn't make a fucking cover variable. God damn it. For poly cover. Already var poly cover, which is a polygon. Okay. Poly cover dot modulate dot a equal to screen cover dot current. I never actually made the cover tween do anything. Okay. Now let's see. Oh, take it easy. And as you can see, if you have no line of sight, you cannot attack in that direction. There's even a little indicator for when you don't have line of sight. Hmm. Why? Why did it not work? I specifically told it to. Wait. Oh my fucking god. It's not. God damn it. It's not modulate, it's color. Hmm. Oh, but because the modulates are. Hang on. We can fix this. Hmm. And yet, I cannot really see it. What's going on here? Are you being modulated? You are. Okay. What do I do about this? What do I do about this? Um, I could change the visibility parent. I think. I'm pretty sure that's a thing you can do. Where is it? Spirit material. Is that not a thing you can do? Am I crazy? I guess I'm crazy. Okay. Okay. This is a bit of a problem. I need to make everything except for the cover become invisible at my convenience. Okay. Okay. First of all, you need to be that. And we mess with the modulation instead of the color. The other thing, I really thought that you could set a visibility parent. Maybe I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of 3D nodes that can do that? Hmm. Yeah, I think the best thing for it is to just make another child node. So, I'm gonna put this one here. What am I gonna call this? Uh, over? I can just call it over. Or body? No, we already have polybody. I'm gonna put all of you in here. Over.modulate. And that does mean... Huh. It's not what I wanted to do. Every time when this green text is mentioned, not 4chan, I'm gonna have to put it behind over. Except cover. We don't put it over cover. Okay, I think that will work. Okay, we have a new problem. I think I need to change the draw depth here. There we go. Well, that was easy. I do think I need to dim this a little bit more, though. So let's see. That would be global. I'm going to set this to 0.9 instead of 0.8. There we go. Honestly, even that's like... The background is a little distracting. Fuck it, we might have to 9.5 this. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, and you get the smooth transition. You get the smooth fade in and out when a fucking alert pops up. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the move. We're also going to have to change when the fucking win happens. No, I think I fixed that. I think I fixed that. I think. We're gonna find out. Yeah, buttery smooth. Okay. Other thing that needs to be fixed. UI win needs to it needs to appear in front of this. Let's see. UI win. Wait, what? Okay, well, having you at 3 probably works. What else is here? In combat, UI win. Party status group? Does it not inherit the fucking relative to its parents' Z index? What if I turn that off? No, that doesn't help. Hmm. I mean, if Z is relative as default, then that means these should inherit the fucking... Do they not inherit because these are 2D and this is a control? That'd be annoying. Hmm. Oh, right. Because they would duplicate, so we need to set these. Okay. So these need to be 3. Party status group. Okay, we set that to 3. Okay. So I know what I need to fix. I need to go into local and just fix everything in here. You all need to be at 3. Wait a minute. Now, wait just a gosh darn minute. You're telling me I could have just fixed it in here? Why did... What? Man, fucking whatever. I guess the changes in Z index are reflected differently when you change it in the remote compared to at the source. Well, I'm not going to complain. That's easier than I thought that was going to be. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay, there we go. I pressed enter and nothing happened. A true game dev experience indeed. Okay, now we checkpoint and we can check what the fucking the stuff that we got. Uh-oh. Why is this happening? So many things have changed. I think I know what's happening. It is hiding the unit because they're too close to the camera, which is usually only supposed to happen during like attack animations. So why does it do that? Combat. Oh, you know what? I can check and see what is here. Here, focus, LOS. Okay, so it's not near call. It's not any of those. Hold up, position. It's not here. I think it's probably in combat unit. Oh wait, I'm in combat unit. Is it in fucking anim character? Is it in room combat? Unit is if unit is not equal to turn order 0. Hmm. What I want to know is why did this not happen before? Oh, it's because they weren't in turn order to begin with. Okay, so they need to be removed from turn order when combat ends. That makes sense because I gotta re-add them to the turn order at the start of a new stage, so that makes sense. Also, why are you fucking... Why the menu like this? Let's see. This menu, garage. There we go. So that's fixed. So let's see. If I go into combat, UI win. Cover end, update cursor, queue free. Stage select.active equals true. Okay, so here's where I would clear the turn order. Go on combat dot turn order is now empty. Oh right, this doesn't do anything yet. Fucking stupid. Okay. I definitely need to make this a function for going to the stage select screen. So, I'm going to copy this and go into combat. Function fn stage select. And then, where was that? UI win? There we go. And combat.fn stage select. And then I also need to do that in the checkpoint menu. Menu item, depart. Go to combat. Dot fn stage select. But then I need to clean up the checkpoint screen. So let's see. Checkpoint is in global. So I think we'll put that in stage select. If is valid, is instance valid, global dot checkpoint dot, oh, you don't have that. Okay. Queue free. I remember to hydrate. Let's see. I never did finish the alert thing. Let's see. Alert run event. Yeah, okay. So we have that. So instead of queue free, it would be global dot fn close alert. That's what it is. Which means I can go in here. Menu item, explore. Just as a test, global dot event new alert. Hmm. Okay, that's an problem. I'm gonna have to change how this works. Instead of a path, you're gonna have to make the item and then supply it here. So that way I don't have to make a bunch of different alert events for character events and shit. I can just have the base class and then have it be modified when it's created. So, and you are a control, yes? Okay. We're gonna do alert, which is a control, which means this no longer needs to return anything. Append alert. Which means now every time this has been called, I have to fix. Unit.unit, use unit, and then global.fn new alert level up. Where's my fucking... Hang on, there's a specific song that I'm looking for. Where the fuck? Of course. Not that one. Yes! There is one missing here. It's the one in the fucking... Where is it? Checkpoint? No, not checkpoint. Checkpoint menu. Yeah, this one never showed up. I guess it didn't... It didn't save it, so that's why it didn't show up. Load this dot instantiate. Mino, welcome in. Happy Friday. Welcome to Spaghetti. You missed the fucking huge Arrowgate discourse that we had in the pictures channel. That was primo socialization. Speaking of, were you the one that showed me yeah, like VNs? We VNs and like the monochrome games. Were you the one that showed me Strip Jong, or was that Sky or someone else? Someone showed that to me, and my initial reaction was like, "Bah, this is one of those games where it's just like a normal game, but also you get a boob if you win." And then I saw it, and then I like saw it again, and I actually saw gameplay of it, and they're like stripping in real time, like they have the characters are like modeled out. I'm like, oh, they're doing this shit for real. You played a usually game? Is it fucking Commodore Alchemy Meister, the best usually game? I don't even know if that's usually. I think it is. That's the only usually game that you need to play. I love how I hit start mix for this song and then it just didn't. It was like, what if you listen to this song and that's it? Okay, back to my usual, I guess. Hit the fucking hit the this. Such a funny way to describe a game. Listen, I call it how I see it. It's the town building one. I mean, I've probably seen it. I probably would have recognized it if I saw it, because that sounds familiar. And that sounds like something they would make. Horny ActRaiser is a strong concept. Yeah, there's definitely a lot you can do with that. Literally, you could just play fucking matchmaker. You don't even have to be the one doing the fucking. That's basically what Koikatsu is. Koikatsu is like The Sims if the sex was like explicit. Other than that, basically the same game. Played I know Acelia or something. We don't know if that actually has HCGs. I mean, it probably does. If it's usually, it probably does. I'm waiting for the motherfucker who made Snow Leopard Massage. They have like 2 new games coming out, I think like later in September. I hope that they're out before Fire Emblem. I think they're supposed to be. Because I'm gonna be too busy with Fire Emblem to fucking jerk off if it comes out afterwards. I should check. Let me fucking look it up right now, actually. Yeah. Where's the fucking... Do I not have watched users? I guess not. I guess that's not a thing that you can do. Let's play Mr. Massaging and get robbed by a werewolf girl. That sounds pretty good. That does sound very enticing. When's this shit coming out? Okay, I thought they both had release dates. The Egypt looking one, it does not have a release date, but the bunny one, which looks like it's a direct, maybe not direct sequel, but like same kind of game as the Snow Leopard one. It looks like Snow Leopard game, but with Banui, which is very enticing. And it comes out on 9/11, which is crazy. What did June mean by this? But great, that'll give me like a full week to check that shit out before Fire Emblem time. It's crazy. It's wild. You also fuck a sentient giant jar of mayo, but don't worry about that. Yeah, but like I could do that in real life. You can't get a werewolf nearly as easily. Oh, speaking of, did you hear they have like I saw this article about like there's a set trial date for a suspected 9/11 mastermind, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no way that guy's still alive. Imagine such a mastermind would have exploded. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I think. Let's see. Okay, it didn't like that. Why did you not like that? Oops, I didn't. I forgot the parentheses. Explain yourself, Mr. Fuel. Okay, it didn't like that. What the fuck? Excuse me. What the hell happened here? I just didn't update. What the hell? Hang on. Alert one event. This is label title. I just wholesale fucking forgot to update that. Okay, let's try that again. I need to like, let me see. Okay, that doesn't work because it's not capturing it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, what am I now? What? Hmm. You need an IO check. Okay, so we'll do that. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I should definitely have that be in there instead of in the process event where it can be called by accident. Region, functions. FN IO check, which does not return anything. And then we're going to put that here. That. Oh, but IO check doesn't have a fucking delta. That's not great. Okay, we're just gonna get a little creative with it. If timer is less than 0.01. Okay. What is it now? God fucking damn it. Okay, that did not. Why didn't that? Oh, because it's X flipped. So they actually both should have been the same. Okay, that's fine. Um, hmm. Okay. Okay. Now what do I do about that? I think I just don't need to make the thing invisible for that one. I think I need a signal emitter for when alerts are closed. Yes. I think that's the move. So, that should be, I think global can have signals, probably. Functions, region, sigrec. Signal, sig, alert, closed. Uh, I think that's it. I think that's how you type out a signal. Okay. And then close alert. I guess I should have the fucking UI control. But it's gonna be freed right. Well, no, that's fine. Sig alert closed dot emit. UI alert. We need SIGREC in here. Function receiver alert closed. UI control. If global dot oh, here we go. Q alerts. Dot size. If not size, then global.diabox dot between hide dot end equals 0. And when new alert comes up, always hide. Always hide the dialog box. Diabox dot between hide dot end equals 1. And we only need to make list menu invisible when pulling up the garage. For the others, you don't need to do that. Menu item explore dot locked equals true. You can only explore once per checkpoint. Oh, I can still navigate the menu. That's bad. I'm not supposed to be able to do that when there's a fucking alert open. Oh, also, the signal doesn't emit. Wait a minute. Why didn't the signal emit? Oh, I didn't add it to the fucking... I didn't connect it. I'm stupid. Global dot sig alert closed. Okay, now that should work. However, It should be in list menu. I don't think I would want it here because choice menus, which also fall under alerts, run this function. So that would be self-defeating. It does need to be in menu. If channel is UI list menu and global.fn is UI active. Okay, let's see that. Okay, now I can't interact with the menu in the background. Nice. And this does a thing, and then I close it, and then this comes back, and yeah! Okay. I do need to refresh this so it turns gray immediately. And I should check. Yep. I can't explore anymore. Let's see. What was I gonna fix? Ah, yes. Making the thing turn gray right away. That'd be in here. Electric is true. Menu item. Explore.fn highlight true. Okay. Oh, I still need to fix the damn... Hang on. I also need to take out the inventory. That would be in room combat. Let's see. We don't need none of these. Get them out of here. No freebies. And checkpoint, not checkpoint. Alert run event. See, both equal distance. There we go. That looks right. And now we're back, and we can't explore again. And we don't have any equipment. Hey, it works! Okay, what if I go back into the checkpoint? Alright, alright, alright. We go back in, we do it again. We go back into the manage the shit, we do it again. Okay. We can unequip, and then we can re-equip. Okay. And now we fight. Fight some walkers. Oh, oh, what? Why is it like this? Uh-oh. I bet I know what's happening. Command state move select, factory, aggro line. Combat unit. Aggro line. It's rebuilt everything well, aside from the camera. Combat unit. Aggro line, combat unit, tween. Never mind. I don't know what's wrong here. Why is the camera behaving this way? Hmm. Camera focus. Why camera like this? What am I missing? Okay. It's been a while. Wait, no, it hasn't. I was gonna say it's been a while since I've been to a combat stage, but no, I was literally testing it earlier. Let's see, loading against these guys, camera behaves totally normally. Which means something is getting removed. These were here. Let me see. Oh, uh-oh. We have something else wrong as well. Combat status needs to be further ahead. Anyway, combat status. There we go. Sliding around smooth like. Camera focus. It's probably in here. Not that. String position X. Oh! The tween. The tween duration values. I bet that's what it is. So I'll need to reset all of those every time a battle starts. Okay. What's the default fucking... Oh, right, it's 0.2, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I'll need to reset all of those. Focus. Yeah, these are all default. They're default duration. So... Start stage. For tween in cam.tweens. Tween dot duration equals 0.2. Okay. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, so we battle. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I'm not going to be able to... Well, actually, I might be able to. I was like, I hope I can get all of these guys in one AoE hit from the chain gun. It's not looking good. It's not going to happen. It's okay, we'll just kill them one at a time. Just barely can't get close enough. Electrify. Okay, that's looking normal. Ooh. What do I do about this? I believe... Oh, no! Oh, no! Because the dialogue box has the screen dim, and the screen dim can't be like, it can't be uh in front of the mission clear screen without like, I need it to be in front of the mission clear screen when alerts are here, but behind it when they're not. Okay. Uh okay. I can fix this in an ugly way. I can fix this in an ugly way. Um Alerts are going to have to be at a 5, I want to say, in terms of Z depth. So let me see. Let's see. In global, what we're going to do, new alert. We're going to do this alert dot z index. We're going to set that equal to 5. Yeah, fuck it, we'll set that to 10. And then Diabox, the dreaded process function, the thing you want to be adding stuff to the least. It's time to add another line into here. Z index is going to be equal to 3 if something is true. Otherwise, it'll be equal to 6. So if hmm. I don't want to do this. If global.ui alert is instance valid. Okay. We'll see if this works. It'll just check every single frame to see if there is a alert on screen, and it'll set its Z index accordingly. I love this fucking version of this song. Shit goes so ridiculously crazy sicko mode. I need more Armored Core Gen 4 tracks remixed like this. Okay, it's working so far, but this is not the test that I need. Okay, that's not great. I need... Well, let me check and see what it's set to right now. Oh, Gearbox, what is your... Right now, your Z index is 6, which it shouldn't be. So I think I had it backwards. Okay, hang on. If is instance valid, then set it to 3. It's not valid, so it's 6. Yeah, I had it backwards. Oh, this is a new one. This is a fucking banger. Oh, wait, this isn't new. I've heard this song before. It's just been a while. Favorite gen for music is probably 5, then 4, then 6. That is so crazy. I love the glorps of the first 2 gens. And then 3 is like a solid second. PS1 Armored Core was such a fucking crazy time for music. I just love PS1 music, honestly. PS1 and early PS2 music is my fucking jam. Okay, let's see if that fixed it. Okay, cool. That fixed it. I just had it backwards. Unfortunately, no level up, so I won't be able to test how well that actually works. We did get some equipment. That's lightweight arms, so that's for Brea. Laser blade. Laser blade for the dog? Don't mind if I do. Alright. Okay, and then we battle again. This is the moment of truth to see if the camera's fixed. Fuck! What are you talking about? Ah, I see. Uh... Hmm. Hmm. The glorps are good, yeah, and the wah wah wee wah. The that fucking Mars theme, that shit goes crazy. Is it UI win? Start stage. I need to find every time state is mentioned. Okay, we don't need it here. We don't need it here. Hmm. It must be getting removed elsewhere. Free on a previously freed or null instance. Okay. Okay. Stage. Let's just do this then. State is empty. We're just gonna empty that out. Okay, wait. Is Minty on? Because I gotta, I gotta show her the equipment screen. Ah, she's not on. Okay. Well, I might as well keep going then. Let me make sure that this works. Let's see. The easiest. Let's get you guys here. I think the next thing to work on after this shit is working is putting the enemy AI in. Which is going to be quite the undertaking. But like once I do that, I'll be able to like play it. The big thing that'll be missing after that is a game over state. I have a win state, but I don't have a lose state. But I feel like before I add the lose state, I need to have like a main menu to go back to. Yeah, get out the gambits. I'm definitely gonna have to adjust the XP curve because I should not be gaining 3 levels in the first combat. We can't be doing that. Okay, now this is new. Okay, no crash. The camera is working like normal. I do need to reset the distance because it starts pretty zoomed in. But other than that, we're looking good. Uh-oh. What are you guys doing here? Hmm. What? Why are you still here? You should not be here. That's a big motherfucking problem. Why are they what? The fuck is going on? Okay. Start stage. There's fucking necromancy afoot. You know what? No, you know what? Let me look. Let me look. 4 enemy combat unit and op 4. Units append 4 combat unit and units. Is op 4 never cleared? That would be my first guess. Boy, howdy, it sure isn't. Okay. Well then. Stage Hex, I think you need to do that, dog. For loadout in enemies. Not append unit. Start stage. Yeah. Also, those things need to be like cleaned up. That is possibly a memory leak. I'll look into that later. Well, comment on op 4. It should be reset. Man, it really wants me to have crit rate. Wait, duh. I was thinking about like, how do I know which enemies to get rid of when cleaning up before starting the next stage? I just fixed the fucking op 4 list not emptying itself. I can just grab them from that before I empty it. What the it's fucking duh. But good, this looks like it has worked. Oh, I need to hide the description text. Also, it's behind the thing again. I need to see something. Dialog box. What is your ZNX is 3. Okay. What is combat status? Z index. Its Z index is 2. Okay. So I just need to move that forward again. Combat status. Set your Z index to 4, please. And need to go into combat. When you start a stage, please set uh label description visible to false, which will also hide description wide. Okay, that should work. And these guys can't move very far, so you're gonna have a much harder time getting to them. Should be able to do this. Wow, I was really hoping that would have done more damage to these guys. All right, we're gonna have to put the work on them. Ooh, yikes! Just like that, both of Thal's arms are gone. That okay? We're playing a little bit of rocket tag here. That's interesting. This should be fun once I put the AI in. I'm actually gonna have to like fight. Man, Thal just barely hanging on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to tone down the enemies a little bit. This is the fucking tutorial area. Out of arms, but not out of options. Where did your where did your other fist go? Oh? Why did it Oh, it disappeared because she used the spell. I forgot. I forgot I'd made them do that. I'll spare a foul so I have a fighting chance. There's not a lot else you can do here, so stand by until you can use lightning again. Ooh, arms are gone. Okay, this thing can't fight anymore. Awesome. So now both teams have had one disarmament. I was like, why can't I use that? Oh, arm gone. Right. All right. You can still use your verniers. Oh, you're in for it now. Man, if only I could move one space further away, I'd be able to hit both of you fucks with this Gatling cannon. Okay, they've both been disarmed. This fight is over. Could have used Brawler Guard earlier, but you know. Okay. Note to self. Should fucking detune the walkers, and probably the tanks too. I think they need a little less health, and the weapons need to do a little less damage. I believe that damage should carry over to the next battle. But actually, yeah, I think it should. And I'll need to make sure that HP is stored per equipment. So if you switch out the equipment, you can refresh your health that way. Balance is the forever war indeed. Oh, you know what? This is a perfect time to capture some footage of the new equipment menu now that it actually updates. Now that it actually updates the fucking this now that it does this. I don't know why my brain's not giving me the words for it, but the models are switching when I navigate the menu. So this would be a great time to fucking show that off. I do need the... Hang on. I need the verniers to be full size. I need to fix that. When the garage menu opens... Oh, you know what? When the vernier deploys, it needs to set its scale. For scale... where is it? Combat unit... I think next turn probably has it. For terrain, for combat unit. Not here. What the heck? Maybe it's in one of the combat states? Combat state. Act execute, maybe. Here we go. Scale equals global Vern scale. Okay. Vernier. If nothing else, it should always be full scale when deploying. Scale expected 1 times global Vern scale, so here. Okay. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. Let me pop a recording of this real quick. Okay, that should do. All right. Let's see. That was definitely very good progress. I'm trying to think what I need to do from here. Whoa. That's not supposed to be like that. Why are you like that? Is that stage select? Only background. There we go. I also need the modulate on that to be a little steeper than that. Volley Brea is so smug. Yes, dude. I'm so glad I was able to capture it. Let me see. I don't think there's any reason I would set the modulate in the code. So I should be good to just update it here. 240. Yeah, that's better. And if I go into this stage where there's four whole guys, I doubt we live this. Yeah, we're beat up to shit. We would not live this. Why is the camera doing this again? I thought I fixed you. Why is the camera doing this? Why are you like this? Start stage. I need to put this, like, down here, I guess. You know, fuck it. I'll put it in next turn as well, just to be extra safe. Every turn it's gonna fix this fuck-ass camera. There. So now, you don't want to behave. We'll do a standby. There we go. Now it's normal. Must have been a race condition or something, which is why I wanted to just put it in the next turn script, so even if it does fail when the stage starts, it won't fail when it actually starts the turn. Okay, I think, let's see. Stuff that I will need to do. Detune the enemies a little bit. And have the HP be part specific. So you can switch out parts to get some HP back. And the equipment screen is gonna need to have like the stats displaying. And probably after that, I can work on the AI. Okay. Exciting stuff. We're fucking gaming, dude. Alright, let's see who's on that I can send y'all off to. Did I just see fucking Wolfie VGC? That's crazy. Oh, it's the Pokemon Champions Twitch channel. Yeah, of course he would be on there. Let's see. I haven't been to Floofs in a bit, and they're playing The Sims, which we were talking about. Time to raid Wolf Glick? That'd be fucking crazy. Let's over to Floofs. I haven't been to Floofs in forever. Banger alert, true. Yeah, ashamed to raid out during a banger, but as always, I like to support smaller streamers, so if you're coming with me on this raid run, it'd be nice. I'll give you a little gremlin basses if you want, but be nice about it. And most importantly, give the streamer a chance to shine, give them a chance to show their stuff. And until tomorrow, probably tomorrow, where I'm gonna want to do more of this. We'll see how far I've gotten into the to-do list by then. Until then, thank you, Brooke, thank you, Foul, thank you, Mino, thank you, Monster, thank you, McVin. Excuse me. Thank you, Side. I know you were here earlier. I think that was everybody. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. But again, until probably tomorrow, same time, same place, I will see you all next time.